In today's saturated market of homage timepieces and craftsmanship, an affordability of offering like our featured watch, a tribute to Rolex Day Date two-tone, is admirable. Despite the influx of such offerings, our highlighted homage watch distinguishes itself by capturing the essence of luxury at an accessible price point. First, it's a restrict time and today I'm wearing my custom built watch, and recently I posted a video of its assembly. You may find the link in the description and the top right corner of this video. The watch we are reviewing today is from a company name called Nibosi, and it pays tribute to the Rolex Day Date two-tone. The name two-tone comes from its two-color design. As you can see, this watch has combination of silver and gold. Well, if you are not a fan of two-tone, then there are 9 other colors option available for you. Mainly they are different by dial color and body color. I will try to show the picture of them on the screen just for your reference. Starting by the measurement, the watch has lug width of 20 mm and lug to lug length is around 47.7 mm. The thickness of this watch is around 13.2 mm. The bracelet starts at 20 mm and then tapered to 16 mm. It has outward end links which increases the overall length of the watch. The watch case is crafted from alloy and boasts a polished surface on both top as well as on the bottom. This type of case can be found on many Rolex perpetual watches excluding the bezel. The Rolex Day Date model was first introduced in 1956 and since then there have been minimal upgrades to the original design, with only a few cosmetic changes made over the years. The key feature that set it apart as a Day Date model is a fluted bezel, which is easily recognizable from the 10 feet. The initial purpose behind its introduction was to enable it to be screwed tightly to the case, thereby ensuring the watch waterproofness. Then we have a small gold color push-pull crown which has 3 positions. One is resting, one to change the day and date, and the last one is to change the time. The crown size is a little bit smaller. Well, the nice thing about this case is that I didn't find any sharp edges on this case. All the edges are smooth and skin friendly. As for the dial, it has a silver color with a nice sunburst effect, and each index is made up of sparkling crystal with a golden case around them. Apart from these indices, it has a Roman numeral indices marked in a very small font. I will try to zoom in to show you. I think these crystal indices are pasted on the dial. At position 12 we can see the full name of the day, of the week, and just below it we can see the brand name along with text water resistant and date. Usually this kind of information can be found in the lower section of the dial in most watches. Moving forward, we can see the date complication at the 3 o'clock position. Despite having a date complication, you can still see the indices over there. In most watches, if there is a date complication, the index at 3 o'clock position is removed. Located just above position 6 on the watch, text reads superlative chronometer and officially certified. However, to receive the chronometer certification, a watch movement needs to pass a series of special tests that cannot be achieved at this price point. Therefore, this information is misleading. The watch has 3 hands that mimics the real day date hands, and none of them has any lume applied. Additionally, there is no lume present anywhere on this watch. The crystal on this watch is made of hardlex, which is essentially a mineral glass. It also has a cyclops that is not aligned properly, and it is not correctly magnifying the date. Coming to the watch bracelet, has a 2-tone presidential bracelet which is brushed on the top. However, the profile is polished. The links are solid, but there is a side play in between the links. Well, the good thing is it doesn't pinch the wrist hairs, which is a common problem in affordable watch bracelets. The end links are hollow, but they are well built. The end end links are hollow, but they are well built. Then we have a folding clasp with 2 push buttons. It has 2 micro adjustment holes and it is brushed. The watch has a sturdy back that is polished on the outside and brushed on the inside. It displays a brand name, model number and information related to water resistance. It is worth noting that the case is pressed down, but the manufacturer has designed it to look like a screw down case. Now it's time to try the watch on my wrist, and here how it looks on a 6.5 inches wrist. Despite removing all the removable links, it's still fit loose to my wrist. That is why I usually wear it with different straps. However, for this review, I put back this presidential bracelet. And here how it looks on a leather suede strap. And here how it looks with a black NATO strap. To be honest, I really like this strap, especially with this watch. Now it's time to check whether there is a Japanese movement in this watch or just a cheap Chinese movement. So I cannot see anywhere mention on this movement Japan, because on most of the Japanese movement they do mention Japan on the movement. However, I can see a number which says SL30. I'm not exactly sure what it is. And now let's try to remove the spacer ring to see if we can find anything else. The only thing I can now see is battery details. Apart from that, nothing else. So I'm pretty much sure this is not a Japanese movement. Now it's time to discuss about the cons and pros of this watch. Let's start with the cons. First, the cyclope is misaligned and it is not doing its job properly. There's a lot of side play in the bracelet. There are only 2 micro adjustment holes are available on the clasp, which is very less. Then we have a misleading information on the dial. Well, they tried to make it look like a screw down case back, but it would be good if they can actually provide a screw down case back. And also there's a visible hairline gap between the bracelet end link and lug, which doesn't look professional. Now it's time to discuss about the pros. Well, the first point is it's affordable and look very nice at its price. The bracelet links are solid. They have done a fine job in polishing the watch case, and the edges are fine. They are not sharp, which is a good thing. Now the question is, would I suggest this watch? Yes, I will suggest this watch only for casual wear. There are still some imperfections that might not look very nice in a professional atmosphere. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Happy watch collecting, and I will see you in the next video.